Ensuring regulatory compliance, mitigating risk and preventing financial crime is challenging, especially given the sheer and growing volume of big data that today's financial institutions must deal with. Our reporter went to find out how Duco is revolutionising the way these firms solve their most challenging data quality and integrity issues, starting with reconciliation.
When you have terabytes and terabytes of business data lying around, chances are that some of it will be wrong and can cause catastrophic errors.
If you really want to take a quantum leap forward and change how things are working, you need to innovate, you need to think fresh, you need to think new.
I think that now we have a big opportunity to solve data quality, data lineage issues and fraud issues all at once.
Duco are on a mission to make managing data easy. Manual reconciliation costs time and money and is prone to human error. Wrongly reported data can result in fines and damaged reputations. Financial crime costs far more. And yet many financial institutions still rely on manually reconciling their data.
There's still thousands of people sitting around all over the world with spreadsheets solving things manually that a machine should be doing for them.
Technology has moved on, right? There are things now with machine learning and big data technology that can attack this very differently.
With a global trend towards financial transparency, Duco founder and CEO Christian Nentwich believes he has the solution.
A typical bank has thousands of systems that speak different languages, and this is one of the hardest problems they have, is when every system has a different dialect, how you do bring the data together and then control it. Duco brings in information, it then puts it into a single common language automatically without you having to do that, right? So you can then start to compare it. It can be done very quickly. So Duco is live in 24 hours is one of our key promises, and we promise to show results in 7 days, even in extremely complex environments.
Essentially, Duco is designed to replace manual processes that people otherwise carry out in firms. So they might use Excel, they might use highlighters, they might use databases. And Duco is designed to make the entire process much easier. From an audit and compliance perspective, you can immediately prove how you've achieved certain results and why you've achieved certain results.
We check that the data that they send to regulators is correct, that they're reporting everything they should be reporting, they're not under-reporting, they're not making mistakes, and obviously that's a big part of keeping the banking system safe.
Duco's cloud-based technology is used by some of the biggest financial institutions in the world. Spencer Lake is former HSBC Vice Chairman of Global Banking and Markets. He says he was drawn to Duco's disruptive take on data quality and reconciliation.
Duco is the only platform that I've seen that takes, for market participants like myself, historically, the problem of reconciliation and eradicates it, delegates it down to the user, and ultimately moves it to the front of the queue so that the problem goes away forever. It's a self-service model that is super inexpensive and very, very quick to put in place.
Our solution is exceptional in that we empower the end users and we create data citizens so that people in operations and in other parts of the industry can solve their own problems. They are not beholden to the IT department to build reconciliations for them through costly and very protracted projects, but they can effectively do it themselves so that the owners of the problem also become the owners of the solution.
Ultimately, it's about making things simpler yet foolproof. Duco have taken the complex, labour-intensive process of data reconciliation and they're making it more manageable. And in the process, they're revolutionising the way today's firms solve some of their most challenging data integrity issues.
Well, our clients are large institutions with large complex data problems, and we give them a very different alternative to what they have today to control their data, to make sure it has integrity, and ultimately to prevent financial fraud and crime.